Hey, my name is PolishLynx. Welcome to Sakura Succubus 3. We are getting back home in the train. The rattles. Yeah. Since today is Saturday for me, it starts 2:30 AM. Anyway, I don't have any work to attend to, which is just as well since it's almost 9. If I did have to go to the office, I'd be late for sure. My boss might be taking a soft approach with me as of late, but I don't think he'd let my tardiness slide. He's such a stickler for timekeeping, he might as well be German. Though I had a pleasant night, I feel a little sleepy. Marina's early streaming roused me and I couldn't get back to sleep. I feel tired. Maybe I'll get some shut-eye when I return to my apartment. That sounds appealing. I do feel a little bad for Marina for... it's a weekend and she held a large charity event last night, but she still has to go to the office. Okay, it works, I think. I complain about my job all the time. I don't think anybody likes working after hours, but Marina has it way tougher than I do. She's very impressive, in all sorts of ways. I hope I was able to relieve her of at least some of her heavy burdens last night. For I did inadvertently create a whole new problem by sullying her expensive dress. She told me not to apologize on pain of legal action, but I still feel kinda bad about it. I've never been in a position to ruin a 3 million yen dress before. The idea might sound cathartic, but in practice it's not that much fun. The dress isn't the only thing waiting on my mind either. The train rounds the corner, my head bumps against the wall and I wince. I can't stop thinking about what Marina said this morning. According to her, the ruler of all the Succubi has her eye on me. I'm not sure what that entails exactly, but... Flashback from 5 seconds ago. If you intrigue her enough, there is a chance she could try to take you with her to Succubus realm to make you her newest plaything. Could that really happen? It sounds like a storyline lifted straight from a light novel. The sorts with the long, unwieldy titles you see in the bookstore window, stealing shelf space from the classic my high school English teachers loved like Dazai and Mishima. I guess it doesn't sound like the trouble for a fate in theory, but it does. Lady Wei is a jealous, possessive sort. If she gets her hands on you, there is no telling what will happen. I don't know the first thing about Lady Wei, but Marina's words don't paint her in the most compelling light. To be honest, she sounds kind of scary. Kind of very. If she can use Succubus magic, she'll be able to watch me wherever I go, whatever I do. I'm only a weak, feeble human. I have no way of hiding from her. What will happen if she really does decide to kidnap me? I'll be entirely at her mercy. And I'm afraid I will never see Marina or the others ever again. But we don't want that to happen, of course. How about she takes Ayu and leaves me? It's 1 per 1, right? Seems like a fair deal. My journey back home is uneventful despite my anxieties. I meet nobody suspicious on the train, not even Cosmos. Cosmos is not suspicious. God damn it. Nor during my walk back to my apartment. Everything seems normal. Too normal. The sky is blue, a few birds are chirping, and the people I pass by on the grey sidewalk hurry by without a word. Nobody gives me a second glance. I fumble with my keys for a while outside my apartment. My palms feel sweaty, for it's not a particularly hot day, and I drop them twice. Why am I shaking? Nothing's bad happened. I have no reason to feel afraid. Everything's normal, like I said. But something doesn't feel right. The day is too normal. I breathe in deeply, then examine my apartment. It looks the same as it always does, with dreary windows and age-spotted walls. When I try the front door handle, it doesn't budge. It's still locked, just as I left it last night. Which doesn't mean there isn't anyone inside. Speaking of experience, I don't think anyone has been here during my absence. But even if they have, how would I know? Succubus like Cosmos can bypass locked doors with their magic. I should know from their past experience. She's done it enough times. Theoretically, this Yue should be far stronger than Cosmos. She could be getting into my home with ease if she wanted. She could be sitting inside waiting for me right now, in fact. Should we go run? She could. Stop it! I castigate myself under my breath. You're being stupid! There's nothing wrong! You didn't even know Lady Yue was watching you until an hour ago. Why are you letting it bother you so much now? Of course, I know why it's bothering me now. It's because back then, I didn't know there was anything for me to be bothered by. Ignorance is bliss, as they say. My overactive imagination is trying to make up for my lack of panic over the last week. I was being observed, unknown, and it's working too. You need to get your act together. There is nothing to be afraid of. Just go in. I grip my key a little more tightly and then I twist it. The lock of my front door gives way and I step inside. I close the door behind me, I take off my shoes, then I pat into the kitchen. There is nobody here. Well, of course there isn't. I sigh deeply, relieved. Ha! What did you expect? You're so stupid. You must have worked harder than you thought this last week. You should probably take a nap before you start hallucinating for real. And you really have to stop talking to yourself. That's suspicious. Like that switch. Complete silence. Scolding myself too, so I opened my bedroom door. It looks much the same as always. My futon is arranged neatly in the corner, and my shelves are stacked with books and CDs. My blinds are wrapped, and sunlight filters in across the tatami mats. So far everything is as should be. With an exception. It's only one exception, mind you, but it sure is doozy. Oh! So you're finally here, Hiroki. You kept me waiting quite a long time. Don't you know that it's rude to keep a lady waiting? I'm disappointed in you. What? If I hadn't tucked my keys in my pocket already, I'm sure I would have dropped them. I feel like I've dropped my jaw too, all the way down to the floor. I was right. There really is somebody in my apartment. It's a mysterious woman. Nope. Nobody over here. I don't know how old she is, but I think she must be of similar age to myself, in her mid to late 20s or so. She's kneeling on my tatami floor, hands folded upon her lap like a hina doll. She rises to her feet, however, upon seeing me. Everything about this woman is graceful and elegant. Her hair is long and dark, and it cascades all the way down to the small of her back. She's attired in a soft swathe of white and blue fabrics, and her eyes are similarly outlined in blue. When she rises to her feet, she does so without a sound. Her dress ripples like the waves of an ocean. Her outfit looks like it should be cumbersome, but it doesn't hamper her in the slightest. She looks just like a goddess. I don't know, man. I think I smell a Sakura here. But there's something familiar about her. I'm sure I've seen her before, but where? Could be. So is that how you mean to greet me? I am disappointed. The woman pursed her lips together in evident distaste. I thought you'd be happy. Did you miss me the slightest during the last few years? I'm wounded. What? But you? Her words stir serious memories within me. What? That's her? No way! I recall a cool powder blue sky, a similar shade to this woman's dress, the roof of my old high school, with its iron fence. A gentle breeze, the fluttering of a plaid skirt. Hands clasped, eyes wide, a gentle query spoken between two students in their final year of school.
I know this must be sudden, but, so forgive me for the intrusion. You are free to turn me down if you wish. I do not mean to inconvenience you, but please, Ogasawara. No, Hiroki, will you go out with me?
Yeah, didn't see that coming. Totally. A single syllable escapes from my lips. It tumbles from my mouth in the stillness of my apartment and seems to shatter on the tatami floor. That's why this woman looks so familiar. It's been a long time since we last spoke, but I still have dreams about her. I never thought I'd see her again. I thought it was impossible. Didn't she go and study abroad in a Succubus realm? I was certain she'd be in America now, or Europe. Or Succubus realm. She always took everything seriously, but she was particularly fastidious about her studies. Though she was a transfer student, she had the best grades in our class. I mean, don't you have to have good grades to basically be able to transfer at all? Wait. Stop. No, that's not the thing. Ugh. To be exchange one. Oh. I would assume... Okay, she was just a transfer, not exchange one, so don't mind what I just said. She could have done anything, gone anywhere. Everybody knew she was special. That's why the class kept their distance, I think. Maybe. They knew she wasn't like us. That's why I was so surprised when she asked me out on the rooftop, only a few months before our university entrance exams. She was my first ever girlfriend. We were only together for a little while, but I cherished that time all the same. I never thought this is Yuki. Oh, give me a second. Fine, just don't go. I stared at her, stunned. I think it was easier to swallow the existence of Sakura than it is the sudden, seemingly miraculous appearance of my ex-girlfriend. Yuki, is that really you?
So you remember me?
She smiles.
I'm relieved. I had feared you might have forgotten. The thought was painful.
Yuki rests one hand upon her chest.
I'd not like to think that our time together meant so little when you were my very first.
You were my first too. I mean, you were my very first girlfriend. I know it's been a while, but I'd never forget you. I couldn't.
Why, thank you. You have always been so passionate. For you need to shout so loudly. I'm standing right here.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
It's alright. I like that passionate part of you. It is amusing. You were very dear to me once, Hiroki. You still are, in fact, for it has been a long time. Much has changed, myself included. I'm not the girl you used to know, or indeed, the girl you thought you knew. I've grown up quite a bit since then.
Yuki tips her head to one side. She seems to be considering something because she sighs.
I did not think I would ever see you again, but I suppose I have always been drawn to you.
The fact that he doesn't connect...
Once again, you piqued my interest.
What do you mean? Did you go and study abroad?
I went abroad, in a manner of speaking. I had duties to attend to, you see. I still do. I am a very busy woman. I'm sure if Hifumi knew I was here, she would scold me. I am behaving poorly, but what am I to do? I thought I could leave you, but how can I? That is no longer possible.
Yes, it is. Go away, it's been 10 years, get over it. Wait, what? I stared Yuki in what I'm sure is a very intelligent manner. Note. It seems like it's been my lot in life, as of late, to be perpetually surprised and confused by everything. Sometimes I wish I could instigate events of my own volition instead of being forced to react to them. I'm starting to feel a little like a chess piece being pushed around on a board with no free will of my own. This is all insane. Let's slow down for a sec. You said you know Hifumi?
Yes.
Yuki blinks, her expression uncomprehending.
Is that an issue?
I guess not. It depends on which Hifumi you're talking about.
Why, the same Hifumi that you know, Yamamoto Hifumi, the famous actress. Who else?
Right. Who else, indeed? This is even more complicated than I first imagined.
No, it's not, you idiot. Connect the dots.
So, how do you know Hifumi, and more importantly, how do you know that I know Hifumi? I haven't seen her in a while, and our relationship's supposed to be secret. It may be secret from the praying masses, but I'm not so easily fooled. It is my duty, you see, to know everything my subjects are getting up to. Subjects?
Yes, indeed. Come on, man. Run those brain cells. 2 of them, maybe 3. I've been monitoring Hifumi for quite some time, and Ayu, too, and Cosmos, and Marina, and Hazel. They are all my subjects. I can hide nothing from me. I see all, and I know all.
I don't like people saying something like this.
And I know exactly what they have been doing with you. They are trying to take you from me.
It's been 10 years! You are not in a relationship anymore. What is wrong with you? What? What do you mean? My voice trails off. I know exactly what this all means. I'd have to be pretty stupid not to have put it together by now, but it all seems so ridiculous. Let's see if he actually solved the case. As if it was enough that my high school girlfriend has appeared in my apartment quite out of the blue. That would be a pretty big plot twist in its own right, but this... Isn't this too much of a coincidence? What are the odds? Yuki, you're not really Yuki, are you? That's how you referred to yourself when we went to school together. Mine calls you something quite different.
Yes, I can imagine. She has never much liked me. What scornful epithets does she use to refer to me? Fat biatch, perhaps?
What? No! Yuki is such a demure, mild-mannered girl. Hearing her say a word like that is quite shocking. My perception of her is falling apart here. Dude, it was high school. Of course it changed. Also, who cares? We have Cosmos, we have Hazel, we have Marina, we have Hifumi. That's it. I thought she was a serious, tranquil beauty, but in actuality, actually I think she's taking in that aspect last place for me. With Ayu, I guess. You're a Yua, and you're a lady Yua. You're the ruler of the Succubus.
Yes, I am.
You doesn't refute this impossible claim. Instead, she nods.
I'm Lady Yue. I once lived in the human world as all young Succubus do, to learn of human culture and of your ways. But since the completion of my training, I have dwelled within the realm of the Succubus. I'm the one to whom all the Succubus you have met look up to.
I wouldn't say that.
They all revere and fear me. At least they should.
Yeah, that just seems to me like you're a crappy ruler then.
But perhaps given my youth and relative experience, I have been too soft on them.
You guess no. US? I have to remember that she is really US. Ice Flash.
My subjects have been very, very wicked. They have all been trying to sway your heart.
Good. Don't worry, my heart already sways to the correct place.
I am a magnanimous ruler. I'm no tyrant.
Doubt.
I am prepared to forgive 1 or 2 indiscretions. You are an interesting person, so I do not begrudge my subjects for their initial interest. But 3 times, 4, 5, 6.
US fingers clenched to fists.
I cannot stand by and watch them seduce you any longer. It simply is not fair. I am the one who met you first, not them.
That doesn't freaking matter.
You were my first partner, and to this day you are my only partner.
Wow. But, like, you know, it's been 10 years! Or even more.
I love you sincerely, and part of that love continues to exist within me.
Yeah, somehow I doubt. Like, over those 10 years, you probably didn't give a damn about him, right? Just because the other ones got interested, suddenly like, oh, you know what, I will jump in. Yeah, I don't believe her words at all, man.
I'm sure you feel it too. We have a connection. We are meant to be together.
You are not one to decide that. I often thought of you true, but
there are no buts.
Oh, there are. Yue cuts across me, her voice sharp and cold. My legs tremble, I feel faint. I remember that Yuke was quite cold and distant. A lot of the guys in my class were perturbed by her. They thought her unsettling. I thought so too once, until she confessed her feelings to me on the rooftop. That came as a huge surprise. I hadn't realized Yuki, the stern and austere honor student, could even feel love. I was wrong on that count, for her love was very earnest and sincere, so much so that it survived for years. Well, as I said already, no. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Again, she acts the moment the others are after you, so why not before that? Yuki was always serious about her schoolwork. It stands to reason she'd be just as serious about her heart.
Now was she for? Was she? Huh? Was she? 10 years, man, if not more. I do not want my subjects taking you for themselves. They do not deserve you.
How dare you?
I want you for myself, and I have to come here to stake my claim.
What the fuck are you talking? I don't like her, you know?
I will have you back.
Yeah, that's very nice. I mean, but is this really your decision to make? Huh? Yeah. I'm happy to see you again, of course, and I don't mind making you a cup of tea so we can reminisce about the old times, but there is a reason they are the old times! I'm not your boyfriend anymore. I should be able to date who I want, shouldn't I?
If you were any other person, I would agree with you readily. But such logic does not apply in your case.
Yes, it does.
You are mine.
Oh my god, the eyes. Someone hand me the baseball bat! Crap. Her eyes are starting to look scary. The lights in her pupils have vanished.
Where did I hide the baseball bat, man?
She isn't listening to me at all. I can't just go along with this madness, can I? Of course no. Please, we are not going with this madness. Try to reason. Fuck it. I'm not yours. I'm my own person. I rent this apartment. I have a job, and there are people here who care about me. I can't go to Sakura Succubus with you. I can't.
You can. You must. You do not have a choice in the matter.
Yue takes another step towards me. She's back me into the corner, and there is nowhere for me to run.
I mean, you can try jumping through the window, I guess. I shall make you look at me and only me.
Meanwhile, on my screen, games?
Sakura Succubus 3.
No, Sakura Succubus 1 or 2. I have to go here. Where is my Cosmos?
Ah, lovely.
Now that's the lovely girl I got there, okay? She's lovely. If not her, hey, we go Sakura Succubus 2. Hazel, oh yes, amazing woman. Very beautiful, great personality. Who else? Where is... okay, she didn't really appear in Sakura Succubus 2, but Sakura Succubus 1, and boom, we have lovely Marina in a bar. We've met her there. That's right. And guess what? Sakura Succubus 2? Yes, we've met Hifumi, also a wonderful woman. Yes, that's it. We don't care about you. You don't matter. It's been 10 years. Yeah.
I was your very first girlfriend and I fully intend to be your last.
Well, given the fact how we are getting the endings, you might be the last. That doesn't mean the best.
Now stop struggling, this needn't hurt. It will all be over soon.
You will wait? I tried to petition her, but
Too little avail.
You would take me by the arms and pulls me in.
Sure. What the fuck? Yo! What the freak?
Her mouth pressed against mine, her lips are soft and warm, despite her cold and unapproachable appearance. Deep down beneath the layers of elegant white and blue skin, US heart is very passionate. It must be for her to come all the way to Japan to find me.
Dude, really?
She's been watching me for weeks, months, it could even have been years for all I know. Bullshit! 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 It definitely wasn't that. She only started watching when she noticed that the other girls found the same interest. Dude, it's so obvious. We only dated for a while, but she's never stopped thinking of me. Dubbed.
Stop lying to yourself.
Okay. Now she's come back to claim me. I wish I was wrong, but I don't think I am. I can escape for I want to. My legs seem to have locked in place. My body is frozen. I can only sign to you as hot, demanding kiss. Yes, of course you would mention that. The softness of her skin and the warmth of her lips, the taste of her tongue. Whatever, it all serves to melt what little self-restraint I still possess. Reality begins to warp, my skull pulsates, my legs feel weak. US kiss is draining me. And I died. It should be done like that. I can't keep standing any longer. I break the kiss and step back, or at least I try to. I don't get very far because the wall is in the way. My head bumps against it and I groan. The room shifts before my eyes. The walls, my bookcase and tummy mats all blur together. My strength fades. Then I pitch forwards. I hit the ground limp and insensible and everything goes black. Fuck. Oh, shit. He failed. When I eventually wake up, it's with a dull throbbing ache in my temple. I wonder if something's wrong with me. Am I sick? My arms and legs feel heavy, but I don't seem to have a temperature. I'm not hot at all. In fact, I feel cold. What's going on? I don't know how long I've been asleep. I don't remember what happened before I passed out either. My mind is blank. My memories have slipped away. It's like my school's turned into a calendar. I think I was in my home, but I wasn't alone. Who was with me? See, you don't even remember her, man. She doesn't matter. You have to fight. I strain my leaky memory to its absolute limit, my head still throbbing. Maybe all this thinking is bad for me? Humans weren't made to exert ourselves like this. What if I have a brain hemorrhage? It's a shame I don't have a famous doctor in my Harem of Sakura. They're all very talented in their own ways, but I don't think any of them would be much use wielding a scalpel. Speaking of Sakura. Oh yes, a flashback, because it happened so long time ago. Was I with a Succubus before I passed out? I think I might have been. I can recall for faintly the sensation of lips on my own. Somebody kissed me. I pressed my fingers against my lips as a detective might run his gloved fingers about a crime scene. If I was kissed, it must have been hours ago. I can't feel any warmth on my lips now. I feel so cold. Where am I anyway? Now that I've somewhat regained my senses, you don't have that. I let my hand fall from my mouth and look at my surroundings. I'm not in my apartment anymore. In fact, I have no idea where I am. This place is like nothing I've ever seen. Okay, same. I'm in a large room with a high vaulted ceiling that is bigger than my whole apartment. There are windows, but the sky outside them is dark, which makes everything feel dull and gloomy despite its grand scale. Really, this room is huge. It's like something from a fairy tale palace, but slightly wrong. The color scheme too dark and gloomy to be befitting of a, what am I talking about? Okay, this scheme color is really nice. To be fitting of a flaxen-haired heroine from a Destiny movie. Okay. Maybe this special room is instead the abode of an evil stepmother or a wicked witch. That might explain why it's so cold in here. It's full of dark magic. I shiver, wrapping my arms about myself as I continue to stare. The furniture seems to loom over me. The bed I'm sitting upon, meanwhile, is a real work of art. It's large, the mattress soft with a fancy headboard. It looks like something a princess might sleep in. Princess. My brow furrows. He's getting it. Why has that struck a chord within me? I know any princesses, they're pretty rare in today's modern society, beyond fantasy RPGs and the like. There aren't all that many people who can confidently state that they're princesses, and those who can would never interact with me. I'm just Ogasawara Hiroki. There's nothing special about me, other than my unique scent that Sakubi find irresistible. There's no way any member of any country's royal family would fake interest in me. No human princess would, at least, but... What about a Succubus princess? What if...
I'm disappointed in you being an utterly awful influence. What do you have to say for yourself, huh? I'm listening. Where are you?
That's definitely Ayo.
Do not refer to me as you. That is mark of great disrespect. I'm your lady and you will refer to me as Tus. Now stop staring at me with those sad eyes. You look utterly pitiful. You are going to make me sick. Well.
Huh? I sit up a little straighter, my senses restored. I can hear voices. They are dim and distant, but I think they might be coming from outside the room. Though I can see the speakers, both voices sound familiar. One is proud and haughty, the other pained. The first voice is a little harder to place than the second, but I'm quite certain about the owner of those low moans.
How dare you bitch!
You would call, despite my superior status, you do not know your place. You've let the acclaim of the humans get to your head. Now submit me for me, I won't stop until I've seen you cry. Wow, I hate that girl. I mean, Ayu is annoying as heck, but I really don't like his ex-girlfriend. I've never heard her make sound quite like that before, but... That's Marina, it has to... What? She's in trouble. And I need to go and help her. I rise from bed, disrupting the dark covers that pull around me. Whoever laid... Ow! Ow, my legs. Whoever laid me down upon this bed didn't strip me of my clothes. Thank goodness I don't need to hunt around in that imposing wardrobe for something to put on. I dash across the vast bedchamber, the soles of my feet slapping against the floor. The pain gasp and the cries get louder with each step I take. I hope I'm not late. Marina! I throw open the hefty double doors and step out into the large hallway. The hallway is dark and the sky beyond these windows is pitch black. This strange, otherworldly dimension is nothing like anywhere I've ever been. In terms of design, it's very western, gothic too. It looks like a little like the haunted house at Destinyland, but it's on a far grander scale. Everything looks very expensive. The person who owns this place must be an aesthete. I wonder if this place has billiards room or library and, you know. Yeah! My musings are cut short by another cry. Marina sounds much closer now. This hallway is lined with numerous wooden doors, all of them replayed with brass handles, but my senses are telling me she's behind this one. Hold on, Marina, I'm coming! My fingers tighten about the door handle. I pull it to wincing with the effort. All the doors in the place are heavy, then sleep inside. I look around these new rooms. Eyes agog, it's even larger than the bedroom, if such a thing is possible. For such a large room, it's rather sparse. Empty. Save for a throne on the very back of it, set up on the raised dais. If this really is the throne room, it stands to reason royalty must live here. This isn't just a mansion, it's a palace. Well, I stare as a tourist might, with wide, surprised eyes. In a way, I guess I'm a tourist. This place is unfamiliar to me. I've seen more new sights in the last 5 minutes than I have the last 5 years. It would be nice if I had my camera so I could take some photos of this place and, you know, its exquisite architecture. But now isn't the time. I found her. Marina! You bitch! How dare you? That's what I would say basically if I were in his shoes right now.
Hiroki!
Marina stared at me, her face bright red with embarrassment. I think if I were in Marina's shoes, though it doesn't look like she's wearing any, I'd be embarrassed too. She's probably on the ground like an insect or a bug, something less than human. Her voluptuous bosom is pushed up painfully in the plush carpet, and her long hair coils messily about her. Her legs are slightly spread, and her shapely rear is raised in the air. A pose such as this would be humiliating for anybody, let alone a businesswoman of Marina's caliber. But that doesn't seize the full extent of her humbling. There's somebody sitting up on the throne, sporting long black dresses and a skin-tight costume that leaves little to the imagination. Yeah, I didn't even notice her, to be honest. I think I know who it is, though I'd not seen her wear clothes like this before. Who cares about her? It's my high school sweetheart Yuki.
It's been 10 years, man, get over it!
For I suppose her real name is Yue, the ruler of the Sakura. She is Marina's superior. And right now she's treating Marina like a piece of furniture. Where's the baseball bat, man? Why do you not carry a baseball bat with you? He should. Yue's feet are bare. No, they are not. And one leg strays, as she props it up. As you can see, they are not bare. Not on the stool or proof, but on Marina's body. Bitch. What a bitch. Yue nudges Marina with her foot. She grins her soul against the top of Marina's head, known to gently, and Marina groans. What a bitch. Really, her lower lip trembling, Marina grunts down the ground.
I'm sorry, Hiroki, I didn't want to see me like this. I'm supposed to be the one who dominates rather than the one who is dominated.
Marina sighs bed with bitter and gritty ears.
I hope this doesn't sour your opinion of me.
Don't worry, don't worry.
I'm sure I must look pathetic. Yeah, you do.
No, to be fair, I find this one more pathetic. Yue looks at Marina coldly, arms folded. She grins her foot atop Marina's head even harder, in a truly vindictive manner that seems calculated to cause as much pain and humiliation as possible. What? Marina can't withstand the full brunt of Yue's anger. Her body dips, her face aflame. Her Sakura wings, which protrude from her back, quiver. Dogs might wag their tails when they're happy, but I don't think the anxious quivering of Marina's wings signifies happiness. She must feel wretched. She looks kind of wretched too. Not that I'd be close now to tell her that. It's fine, Marina, don't worry. I'd never think any less of you because of this.
Do you really mean that?
Yeah, I do. I'm very fond of you. As I've said before, something like this isn't enough to sway my feelings. I know you're not covering before the woman because you want to. She must have forced you into this.
How astute!
Yue casts her eyes upon me.
What are you looking at?
Her irises are pale, icy blue, and they look paler still in this darkened throne room. So penetrating, I shiver. I don't.
It is true enough, Marina didn't want to prostrate herself before me.
Who would?
God damn it, you are a crappy ruler. Everyone knows that. It's been like 10, maybe 15 minutes since you arrived, and I knew that already. But then, again, she never does.
And that's a very good thing.
She has always been difficult.
Very good. Yue's lips curl.
She thinks she's above me solely because she's older and a bit more experienced. She has never before taken me seriously, for I'm supposed to be the ruler.
Don't worry, stay. I'm not taking you seriously, Oscar.
She acts like a child. She has always denigrated and disrespected me.
Have you done anything to deserve the respect for? That's the point. Probably not.
She has far too much pride for her mere underling. I have tried to be lenient with her, but I cannot let it stand now. I will grind her beneath my heel, quite literally, as you can see, and show her just how truly small and insignificant she really is.
Yeah, you will not prove anything.
Now, Marina.
Yue looks down at her captive. Yue still isn't smiling. Her expression is coolly detached, but I get the feeling she's enjoying this a bit more than she's letting on. You are really a sadist.
Won't you subject yourself to me? I'll punish you as is my right. It is what you deserve for seducing my dear Hiroki. It's been 10 years, you bitch. Seducing?
Marina goes at Yue.
You make me sound like some weak temptress. Well, aren't you? You're a succubus. And so are you. Seducement might be in our nature, but Hiroki is more than just a conquest to me. In the beginning, I spoke to him because of his unique scent. He intrigued me. It was a little more than idle curiosity, really. But as time went by, our relationship developed. I began to learn a bit more about him, and then...
How dare you! You interrupts Maria's story, her voice as cold and glacial as a snowdrift.
Do not talk to me about your so-called relationship with my beloved.
Fuck you.
If you do, I will inflict far worse torments upon you than this.
Can we just interfere? Like, I so wish we could interfere, man. Like, we'll be like, can you just shut the freak up? It's been 10 years, we are not in a relationship anymore, okay? That annoys the hell out of me. You appreciate her brave soul. Again, it's not bare against Marina's head, with so much force Marina's body buckles. Her chin hits the ground and she winces. Oh, that must have fucking hurt. I've actually hit the ground with the chin when I was 5, 6, something like this, in kindergarten. Technically not the ground, but the stairs.
Well, it hurt a bit. At time, I think.
I don't remember it much, but I did do that. The other injury I had there would be having my finger slammed with the door, basically, you know. Like, I can... Oh. Okay, you can't see it because of the mic. Whatever, I could move it. Whatever, you know. I was basically holding the hand by the frame and someone snapped the door at it. Whatever. That doesn't... Not important. Maybe she bit her tongue. Is that why her eyes are bedding with tears?
You are truly shameless, even for Succubus. I have tried to tell you this does die already, but I suppose I must have made it clear enough. One does get tired of repeating oneself for. I am a busy woman, I have a good deal more to do than punish you for your transgression, so please try to pay attention. If I ever had to school you in this matter again, I will crack open your skull.
U.S. stomps on Maria's head without mercy, her eyes motionless.
Hiroki is mine, he belongs to me, not you, and I won't let you lay so much as a finger on him again.
Hiroki, can you step up?
I don't care what sort of relationship you might have had once, it is all null and void now.
No. Null is the one from the 10 years before.
Now we're in the Succubus realm, nobody can refuse my wishes. I rule this place with absolute power.
I refuse. Yo. So we are here, okay. I wondered. I guess that clears up one mystery. You must have brought me here after I fell unconscious. She might be regal, but I don't think she's above using underhanded methods to get what she wants. And again, shows that she's a crappy ruler. I guess she used her magic and crappy person. I guess she used her magic on me to knock me insensible so I wouldn't be able to strong. Then she kidnapped me. What a bitch. Am I going to be trapped here from now on? No, let's get out. How does one get back to Tokyo from the Succubus realm anyway? You go out of the castle, take the first left, the bus stop, then you switch to the train and you are back in Tokyo, man. Easy. Maybe I need to walk through some sort of portal, recite some sort of spell, or click a pair of ruby-led slippers together. You are still disciplining Marina, what an annoying... What's she saying?
I decided that I want Hiroki, so you must learn to keep your distance and hold your tongue.
Yeah, Hiroki doesn't want you for... Doom. I mean, if there would be option, I will tell that, of course.
It's not a request, but an order.
Yue kicks Marina's head, her shoulders, and her stomach. Wow, what a bitch. As Marina slumped on the ground, propped up by her arms, she can't protect herself, and if she tried, I think it would provoke Yue's wrath further. Marina has no other option but to take this abuse. Marina grits her teeth together. Her eyes are filled with angry tears, but she has too much pride to let them fall. Somehow she looks oddly dignified despite the severe dressing down she's receiving. I don't think I'd be able to endure such torments without shedding at least a couple of tears. I don't know. I've never experienced that, and I don't plan to. I'm surprised she's not fighting back in some way, to be honest. Screw the crappy ruler, to be honest. Let's dethrone her. It's a good thing she removed her shoes at least, I guess, but being kicked repeatedly must hurt.
I'll forgive for your previous relations with Hiroki.
Toki?
You weren't to know that I had already claimed him.
You didn't. It's been 10 years.
We weren't in a relationship. What is wrong with you? Jesus. You like to imagine you are the smartest of all of us, but you were wholly ignorant. I cannot revile somebody for acting without first knowing.
Another sharp sudden kick to the stomach.
But now you do know, so you should keep your distance. Look upon this as a warning. If you ever test my patience again, I will make you eat dirt and cry tears of blood.
I will test her patience with pleasure. You escape Marina indiscriminately while Marina groans and gasps. Dude, can you just grab something that is near and throw it at her or whatever, man? Seriously, do something, Hiroki. God damn it. It looked like Yue was in control of her faculties, more or less, when I arrived in the throne room, but my presence seems to have spurred her jealousy onto insane levels. She's fucking crazy, let's face it. If this keeps up, Marina might be in serious danger. I know she's a succubus and her body is made of harder stuff than a normal human, but it's a succubus too. She must be very powerful, and she's not holding back. That bitch. Marina's body is going to end up covered in black and blue bruises. She might even break a bone. Yue shows no signs of stopping anytime soon. Despite Marina's gasp, Marina's pain only encourages her. I had to do something. That's right. Oh no. Time for a new ruler to step in. Fuck it, man. We are not planning. We are going hard into this. Boom. Fuck it. Okay, I can't keep watching this. It's cruel. I grit my teeth together. Fingers curled into fists at my sides. I cry out. Quit that, Yue. That's enough. What you're doing is cruel. Marina's done nothing to deserve this. Leave her alone. Yue glanced at me. She pursed her lips together. You mustn't be as smart as I thought, Hiroki, to intervene with such matters. As the ruler of the Succubus realm, and all the Succubi who dwell within it, nobody can tell what to do. I do not answer to orders. Well, guess what? I'm not a Succubus, I don't belong to this realm, and I can do whatever the fuck I want. That's what he should say. I'm giving Marina only what she deserves. Well, you really are a crappy ruler, you know? He should say that. He should say that. You glanced down at Marina. She's still curled up on the floor beneath Yue's barefoot, her face twisted in pain. It certainly looks like she's suffering. Her eyes are damp and watery. When she squeezes them together, a couple of tears trickle down her cheeks. Yue sighs. Well, perhaps you do have a point. There is a chance I may have been a little too thorough in distributing retribution. One does not like to lose one's cool. As the ruler of the Succubus realm, such frenzied emotions are unsuitable for myself. I would hate to look hysterical, so, well, too bad you failed. I finish your view for the present, Marina. I trust my actions made an impact, even if my words did not. Now, Goldie, leave me in peace. I do not wish to see face again. Marina laughs. She might have sustained a lot of damage, but her pride hasn't wavered. Rather than thanking you for her kindness, she instead says, the feeling is quite mutual, I can assure you. Ah. Yue's icy eyes flash. Are you trying to talk back to me, Marina, after all you've endured? Do you truly have no sense of self-preservation? If you enjoy the taste of my food upon your quivering body that much, I could always punish you again. No, it's fine. Lady Yue, my apologies. Marina adjusts her straps of her complex outfit, then offers you a clipped curtsy. Shouldn't have. I shall now depart. Yeah, you do that. Do it quickly too. If you don't, I'll be forced to make you depart, not just from this room, but from the world, all living beings. Please do it to yourself. How frightening. You really do have a way with words, my lady. Hiroki's right, for if you are to be an effective leader, you really ought to work on your temper. Anger does not become you. You glares at Maria, but Maria doesn't see it. She's already turned about on her heels. I watch. As Marina walks off, her motions are somewhat slow and sluggish, no doubt from the beating she received at Yue's hands. Or foot, rather. Marina walks with something of a limp, and she has to drag her leg behind her, but she remains self-possessed. She exits the room, closing the heavy door behind her with a dual foot. Now it's just you and me in their throne room. Why didn't you go out, man? And the air feels positively glacial. The atmosphere is so thick you could cut it with a knife. I feel much the same back in my apartment when I was alone, all alone with Yue. Chills are running up and down my spine, but my palms are starting to sweat. My heart's beating pretty hard too. Is this what biologists call a flight or fight response? My body must know, on some instinct level, that this isn't safe to be alone in a used company. I can't trust her. I can't, and I don't. What if she turns on me like she did Marina? A fault is frightening one.
Dude, it's not a fault. She will do that.
But I'm far more unnerved by the prospect of being trapped in the Succubus realm for years, maybe decades.
Woman, I have a shift at work. Now that is much better.
No, it's not. It would be better if you weren't here. Ildi, you were toys with a lock of her long dark hair. Her blue eyes, so pale they seem to be devoid of pigmentation, stare at me. She might as well be seeing right from me to my very soul.
It's nice to be alone with you, Hiroki. That is rather why I brought you here in the first place.
And Hiroki is like, well, it is quite shitty to be here with you.
Now we're in the Succubus realm. You are all mine.
No.
I won't let any of the other Succubus in my palace lay so much as finger on you.
Yeah, you don't have a saying in this.
If they try, there will be grave consequences.
I so hate her.
I hate her, I can't believe.
Wow. It's funny that Wingcloud started making characters that I would actually truly hate. Like in Sakura Fox Adventure, there was one like this. Oh my god. I so wanted her to be ended. It's the same here.
I've made it quite apparent that you are mine and mine alone.
No, you aren't. I am not. Yeah, that's very flattering. That's what... and more than a little disturbing. You should have said that one. So how long am I going to stay here?
As long as I deem necessary.
That's not a very useful response. I need to try and get some more concrete information of her. And how long is that exactly?
Don't ask questions.
Here frowns. Ask questions like a freaking AK-47 now.
You make it sound almost as though you do not want to spend time with me.
That's exactly what it is.
Are you not happy to see me again?
No. Where is the option no? Where? Okay, now, but what? I need to know what. Oh, I'm not happy. I'm not happy, okay? Where is the option I'm not happy? What the hell? Boom, whatever. I'd be happy to see you again if you weren't so cruel.
Cruel?
You were raising her eyebrows.
You don't know what you're talking about. As the prince of this realm, it's my duty to discipline naughty Succubus who step out of the line. Marina was asking for it.
No, she wasn't. I glower at you, my anger resurfacing. Nobody would ask to be treated like that. What you did was wrong. It was immoral. You should apologize to her or else.
Or else? What?
You service me. Her blue eyes cool as ice. Her look is impassive and I find myself wincing. I don't know, man, what you're afraid of. She's not having that aura at all. I don't know what to say to her. There's nothing I can do to threaten her. So...
Actually, there is. I know what you could have threaten her with. I know.
She has far more power than I ever will.
Well, there is some stuff. I thought that would render you quiet.
US smiles. I don't know. Does this creep you out? Because it doesn't mean to me really. At all.
I understand you desire to play the hero, but it's unnecessary. Marina is a grown woman and she can look after herself. Please do not let her sour our reunion.
She is unimportant. You are unimportant. Where's the line like that? I want to say this in the game. I'd like to argue that point. But I'll let it slide for now. Why would you? This is an angry episode. There is other things waving on my mind. Yeah, I can't stay, you know. I have a life waiting for me back in Tokyo, an apartment and a job. I need to return.
Oh, Hiroki, how boring you've become.
Yes, eyes.
I suppose I'm pleased. You have grown to such a responsible man, but you need to worry about such things. You needn't worry such a you need not to worry about such things any longer. Now you exist for one purpose and one alone, keeping me happy.
Ugh.
Let me soothe you of your concerns, my dear Hiroki.
Ugh. You will lick her lower lip with her tongue.
I shall give myself unto you fully until you forget about your prior attachments.
No thanks.
Then you will beg me to stay here, I am certain of that much.
No, I don't think so. Wanna bet? She's awfully confident again and she has nothing to back up these claims. I hope you don't mean to cast some sort of spell on me. Yeah, I'm also curious. One Cosmos and Dio and the others wonder where I've gone.
So I still care about them, for you have me now. I don't care about you.
US eyes flash.
Forget about them. They are no longer relevant. You are not relevant. Jesus Christ.
But
there will be no buts. I'm a ruler. And I do not tolerate backchat even from you, whom I love most dearly. And I don't give a damn about you, right? Hiroki, come on. Be a man. Now, if you're worried about Cosmos Dio and the rest, do not fret so. I've already informed them as to your new whereabouts.
You have.
Indeed, I thought you'd be difficult. If you suddenly disappeared one day, and they were none the wiser. As irritating as my chaplains are, I do not wish to make them panic. It is my duty as the ruler to look out for them, no matter how they have wounded me. My God, I can't stand it. As a matter of fact, they are all in the Succubus realm right now too.
They are.
I summoned all these pesky succubi here alongside Mara so I could scold them. They have all been very, very naughty girls, Hifumi included. I was shocked when I learned that she had been intimate with you too. I did not expect it of her. As you can see, I'm still very upset. I think I will keep them in the Succubus realm for a while, as part of their punishment, until they have learned their lesson. So, does that mean I can sue them? Great! See ya! Now, what do you want to do when you have me? Because you are fucking annoying. Jesus Christ. I should have been more than enough for you, Hiroki. Once I was enough for you. I was your only girlfriend. It was 10 years ago. We made one another happy.
No, it was 10 years ago. Get over it. Yue dips her head. She presses her hand to her chest, just above her heart. She isn't smiling. She doesn't seem to do that often, but her expression has softened somewhat. No, still seems crappy. She doesn't look as nice as usual, nor as intimidating. She's never been intimidating. Maybe that one moment when I said we need a baseball bat, but other than that, not really. I think you must be remembering the fond memories we have between us. So what, man? It's been 10 years ago. The connection has been cut.
Jesus Christ, what the fucking idiot. Okay, what am I expecting from a visual novel protagonist for? Ugh.
Never mind. We're only together for a scant handful of months, but we're almost inseparable during that time. Dude, it's always like that in the beginning.
But then you broke, and it's been 10 years.
We're a quintessential lovey-dovey couple, lost in our own bubble, disgusting to all unfortunate enough to witness us. Okay, I guess I woke up my dog. Anyway, we went on a lot of dates, we went to cafes, the movies, and the countryside. We started together, and you even tried to cook for me, even for her food was borderline inedible.
See, you have a reason.
I'm kidding. We shared many precious happy moments.
Her personality is the reason.
At the time, I really did love her.
Yeah, at the time, man. It was a crush, more to be fair. It's been 10 years.
I mean, he's 27, right? Yeah, I think he was the same age as I am. So... okay, 9 years. The same thing.
I'm sure you were lonely when I left your life, no? That is why you had all these silly meaningless relationships with all these succubi, one after the other.
You know what would be funny? If he mentioned actually some of the relationships that weren't with the succubi now. He could say... He really should say something like, oh, the succubi were greater than you, but you know what? The human girl I dated, a few of them were also greater than you. To piss her off, like, completely. He should do that. Like, whatever, man. If she's to keep you there and not let you go, dude, just go all out.
You're trying to fill the hole in your heart left by my hasty absence. What the fuck are you talking about? 10 years. 10 years. That hole would be filled up with anything. But you do not to turn to the arms of this other woman now. None are kinder.
What? Wow. Wow. more thoughtful lovers than I, and none of them love you the way I do. Oh my god, I can't. Oh my god. Oh my god. I met you long before I did after all. Yeah, you met the teenage him. That doesn't make any sense. Jesus Christ. Now, we rise from her throne, giving the choices. Her wings switch and her long dark hair flutters around her white creamy shoulders like a shroud. By the way, her skin is not as creamy as they were mentioning at all. That's absolutely not what I was expecting, and I'm honestly disappointed. Yeah, it's not as... No, I expected something different. I mean, it's not white, that white really. Why don't I show you just how much I love Hiroki? Stay away. We need to keep the distance. What is wrong with you? It has been a very, very long time since last we're together, and I would very much like to make the most of this moment. I know. You are exceedingly important to me. No one could love you as much as I do. What the bullshit she's spreading right now. I'll accept every last drop of love, so don't worry. Here's like, yeah. I don't love you. Come on, man, you can do this. US smiles. You can do whatever you want with me. Oh, so... Hey, let's tie her up to something and go away. We'll spend the whole day together. Ugh, and all the night. Ugh. I won't leave your side until I've succeeded in making you happy. You won't. You won't succeed. It's still going. I feel like ending the episode, but I don't know when. I lie back. Okay, whatever. Let's end it. Let's end it with that crappy line she said. We'll see where this is going tomorrow. Let's say they spend the day together. Whatever, man. I can't stand her. I need a break. So for now, hope you enjoyed me being annoyed by the new girl and not liking her at all, and basically wanting different lines so I can destroy her of sorts. But I guess the games won't allow that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a great day. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Time to get some sleep.